that's really, really unnecessarily bright. I don't even know why it was bright, because of course I have two different types of light. I have natural lighting and beauty ring lighting. Sup, Blake, Sidkriken here, and hopefully everyone's had a wonderful Easter. I definitely had. I had tons of fun. I ate a lot of food. I don't regret it. I don't regret eating a lot of that food, because that food was marvelous. A wonderful experience. You know, just chilling, hanging out with your family. I think I did a live stream as well too with my friend Chris. That was really funny. We had a lot of fun. We played some co-op games together. Was a good day. But I have to share a story with you guys. Now, for the majority of people who do follow me and, you know, look at my stuff that's on, like, you know, Instagram or Twitter or whatever, I had to post this everywhere on my social media because it was ridiculously funny. I decided that, you know, since it was nice outside and I had friends coming over as well too, especially with family, that I wanted to go and test out the drone that I got for my birthday. And it's just a very, very cheap quadcopter drone. This drone, okay? This lovely drone. I've taken a picture of it on my Instagram as well too. Awesome drone. But I have a story to tell you about this specific drone. Yesterday was, I'm seriously never gonna forget how funny yesterday truly was. Yesterday was probably the funniest day, or the funniest holiday ever. And reason being was because, like I said, I decided I wanted to try out the drone. So me and two other friends of mine decided that, you know, since we're not really too far away from a elementary school, there's a football field that is there, or not football field. There's like an open field that they have. What am I talking about? Football field. It was an open field. It was very, very open. So we decided to go there because, I mean, since I've tried this drone out before, and it does hover, but it actually goes along and it's very light. So the wind will take it. It'll just take it with you. It'll just take it for a ride. So even if you're controlling it, it's still gonna take it and fly it in whatever which way the wind is blowing, which is fine. So we go out there. We're trying out the drone and everything. Really, really nice. Very, very interesting experience for sure, because I think this is like the first time I properly had enough space to fly out the drone, since I didn't even know I was like a block away from an open field, which I could have went there and that would have been fine. You know, just over and over and over again, we're just playing around with it, you know, flying it all over the place, trying to control it. But this one time was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. I give the drone to a friend of mine, and he decides that he wants to go and see how far it flies up into the air, not knowing that at a certain point, depending on the controller and how cheap it is, the antenna and the signal only goes so far, which obviously I learned that the hard way, because there it goes. It's going up in the air. That's too much. Oh no, it's coming down. It's coming down. Oh, gosh. Knowing that this would go really far in the air, I knew at some point it was going to shut off, because it did to me once, but I kind of knew that it was being pushed a little bit too far once we seen it pretty darn high in the air. And then, you know, when the drone managed to just go, oh, it's destroyed. It's done. Say goodbye to that drone. You're never flying it ever again. It's not happening. Collect any bits and pieces of it in the middle of the road. And the even worst part about it is that I just so happened to start recording, because I thought to myself, this is probably a perfect time to go and record it, because I wanted to record a little bit of some drone footage, you know, flying the drone up in the air and all that stuff. Like, really cool moment. Just be hanging out with my friends. No, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Okay? Nothing wrong. Oh! There was cars that were passing by and we had to sprint and run. Oh my God. I have to say, shout out to my friend Chris for being an absolute trooper. And even though Chris is a little bit bigger than me, that man turned into RoboCop very quickly. I got it too. Oh, no. We gotta get it now. No. Chris is running. Chris is running. Like, I did not expect him to run faster than me, just to run over to catch it, because it seemed like there was cars coming, but we didn't. So we're trying to run as fast as we can, and Chris is just going ham, running all the way over to as fast as he could. Oh my gosh. We're trying. We're
trying to get it quick.
After that, we managed to pick it up, and the only thing that we noticed about that kind of had the worst amount of damage was that the top shell was cracked.
Oh my god. Did it survive? Did it survive? Did it crack? It's like one minor crack. Not bad.
Just the top shell was cracked. That's all. One little itty bitty crack going through the top shell, and hair is going everywhere right now. It was insane, and I really, really, really enjoyed the idea that it took that much of a beating, even from like maybe, I don't know, I feel like that was like maybe 2 stories in total, like how high it was going, or maybe even more. I really don't understand how the heck it was able to survive that crash, but it was amazing and hilarious at the same time. But not also to mention, a little bit of the commentary in the background was good as well too, because a friend of mine who flew it, he was talking as well, saying, you know, what he thought about it as well.
I think he have a contusion and a small skull fracture.
It's a little bit cracked, and one of the wings is probably cracked as well on there too, but it's still good.
Let's be American, a little bit doctor, and he will fly again.
My Easter was definitely very interesting. You know, I ended up crashing a cheap drone. Luckily, it was a cheap drone. If I would have had one of the more expensive ones, you know for a fact I'm not flying it that high yet until I understand fully how to fly the drone, because I'm not wanting that to happen again. So yeah, I think that was fairly interesting and very, very funny experience. Definitely cannot wait to fly an actual drone this time. I'm pretty sure a lot of people could feel like the absolute heartbreak that I went through just to hear it crack and slam that hard on concrete. It would have been fine if it was in grass, but it was on concrete, so that even made it worse. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to infect that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. And as well too, I just want to put this plug in there. If you guys want to get a little bit more interested into keeping up to date with everything that I do, of course, you know, from the end of the video, I have my Twitter and my Snapchat and my Instagram there. I'm always constantly posting stuff up on there as well too. That's where I posted it originally. But yeah, until then, stay tuned for more awesome videos by me, Sidkriken. Till then, stay awesome, stay creative, Plague. I shall see you guys next time.